high and will get hit with overhand rights. In this case, a right hook by Trevino.
Well, she's a tremendous athlete because she played soccer, she was a gymnast, kickboxer, and cheerleader in high school. What about the champion, Yvonne Trevino?
Yvonne presents an interesting challenge to Riley because she is a lefty. Now, Bridgett was able to get past that in their previous fight and win a very close and disputed decision. Yvonne Trevino will want to use her jab effectively. In her last outing, a 10-round match in which she won against Suzanne Majors, she didn't use her jab as well as she would like, and she lunged a little bit with her straight left hand. Look for Trevino to get the jab off early, and if she does, Bob, she'll be effective.
That bout was 196 days ago. Any effects with that long layoff?
Well, you know, since she wasn't really sharp for that fight, even in winning it, that layoff could be a factor for Yvonne Trevino.
All right, we are set for the championship bout. For the introductions, here's our ring announcer again, Danny Valdivia.
Ladies and gentlemen, Event Entertainment, ESPN2 and Budweiser, the undefeated king of beers, presents the ladies boxing from the grand main event of the evening. Bantamweights, 10 rounds for the IFBA Bantamweight Championship of the World. Judging at ringside from Folsom, Louisiana, Paul Sita. From Biloxi, Mississippi, C.D. Jenkins and Fred Steinwinder III. And our referee in charge from Destrehan, Louisiana, Elmo Adol. In the red corner, the challenger wearing blue trunks. She weighed in at an even 118 pounds. She hails from St. Louis, Missouri, fighting out of the LA Boxing Club, Los Angeles. She comes into the ring with a professional record of 4 wins, 1 loss, 1 of her wins by knockout. She's ranked #1 in the world by the IFBA, Bridgett Baby Doll Riley. And across the ring in the blue corner, wearing metallic green and black colored trunks, at 112 pounds, from Peoria, Arizona, fighting out of the family-owned Valley Kempo Gym, Glendale, Arizona. She has a professional record of 6 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 2 of her wins by knockout. The current IFBA Bantamweight Champion of the World, Yvonne Trevino.
Let's take a look at the rules as governed by the IFBA in association with the state of Mississippi. 2-minute rounds, 3 knockdown rule in effect, standing 8 count as well. Fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. Only the referee may stop the bout. Accidental foul, they'll go to the scorecards after half the rounds are complete. Prior to that, it will be a technical draw. Women's championship bouts are 10 rounds apiece. Referee Elmo Adolph gets the proceedings underway. Now, we have to point out, Riley was rocked to start it. We have Riley's record at 4-2 with 1 knockout. Trevino at 7-1-1 with 5 knockouts. Some discrepancy with the ring announcer and the boxing promoter. We go on what CompuBox provides us in Fight Facts.
Yeah, the Fight Facts people, and there may be times when they may not have the Fight Facts in women's boxing. There could be some bouts that they have in there, but certainly there are 2 losses for Bridgett Riley against Teresa Arnold. How about this first round? No prisoners are being taken. Trevino gets hit with the hook. A big hook by Bridgett Riley. I said that was her big weapon, and man, when she lands it, it gets the job done.
Riley, not a big puncher, only 1 knockout.
This is not Yvonne Trevino's fight. She has made a different fight here than I suspected she would. Instead of jabbing and using her left-handed advantage, she's on the inside with Riley and is brawling with her. I'm not sure that's the best strategy for her.
Well, maybe because she wasn't sharp in her last bout, she wanted to come out and establish things, and she was doing a good job against Riley until that left hand found the mark.
Riley is doing the absolute right thing, cranking up hooks. That's what you need to do against a southpaw.
Yeah, how about Trevino doing a nice job as well with the hooks?
Very nice. Her right hand, that's the punch you can land against Bridgett Riley. The right hand is the one she's susceptible to, as I mentioned just before the fight.
Riley was born in St. Louis, fighting out of Sherman Oaks, California.
They're working the inside there by Trevino, and there's that hook again, the equalizer for Bridgett Riley. You can land the hook against the lefty, and Bridgett Riley's doing it
start to this championship bout as we come to the end of round one. Trevino and Riley.
307, sponsored by the Thomas Group.
Bridgett Riley dipping under and throwing a thunderous left hook that lands to the head of Yvonne Trevino. There it is, and I mean, she whacked her with that punch very well.
Riley lands another left here to start round two. Trevino lands a left of her own.
They told Riley in between corners, they said, dip to the left and throw that hook. And boy, that's what you do against the lefty. They know it. Oh,
what a right. There are the numbers in round one. Quickly. Riley had the edge and punches landed. Trevino threw more.
Don't push, don't push. Trevino staying on the inside. Now, she's getting some things done, make no mistake, but putting herself, in my opinion, in harm's way. The lefty stance becomes no advantage for her then. And there's that hook. Now, Bridgett Riley could be stepping to her left better when she throws it. And of course, the overhand right will also work. Now, Trevino does some nice work on the inside, don't get me wrong. It's just that that jab on the outside would be a big ticket for her. What a pace to begin this match. Riley won their previous match. It was her pro debut, and she won a close 6-round decision.
Final 35 seconds of the second round.
Look how Trevino, though, can control this a little better when she's on the outside. But on the inside, that's when she has her problem.
Riley just missed with that left. She works the jab.
Bridgett Riley is very close to really perfecting that style of getting low, left hooking, throwing the overhand rights.
Come to the conclusion of round two, scheduled for 10. Yvonne Trevino and Bridgett Riley on the deuce.
I'm Ironhead Hayward.
The pilot flies through the night journey begin.
Well, if it wasn't the left hook, it was the overhand right landing on the inside for Bridgett Riley. That was a big punch for her in a very close second round.
Round number 3 underway between Yvonne Trevino, the IFBA Bantamweight champion, making her first defense against Bridgett Riley, the #1 contender. Let's take a look at the numbers through 2 rounds.
Riley hurt her, I think, with that first left hook she landed in this round. There are the numbers. Look how active Trevino is. Now, if you extend that over and make this a 3-minute round, she would be averaging well over 100 punches a round. That, of course, is what the men fight at. And this is the beauty of women boxing when it's good, and that is they throw a lot of punches in those 2 minutes.
Against the ropes. Let's go. Box.
Bridgett Riley was a morphin Power Ranger. She was a stunt person for that kids series. And they did combat there as well, but it wasn't for real.
Let's take a look at Al's scorecard. Only 2 rounds are complete, so the match should be correct.
Very close rounds. I gave the last one to Riley. Could have gone to Trevino. Body work by both of these boxers. Wow, look at Trevino go downstairs.
Both boxers able to land body shots and get things done. But so far, Riley has seemed to have just a little bit of an edge.
She's landing, I think, the sharper and harder punches. And I still believe it's a tactical error by Trevino to stay on the inside so much. I don't think that's the place where she will get the best work done. Good body work by both of these women. Wow, this is very good boxing.
Final seconds of round 3. Remember, this bout is scheduled for 10. It's a championship bout between Yvonne Trevino and Bridgett Riley. And Yvonne Trevino heads back to her corner. Trainers Robert Vasquez and Larry Vasquez, her cousins. Her manager is Aunt Lucinda Trevino Diaz. Well, on the deuce, RPM tonight is television's first for Bridgett Riley.
Push it fight, Bridgett. Push this fight. Right, left, more, okay? Move it. Right, left.
Second. Take it to him, baby.
Pretty subdued corner in Riley's camp. We get set for the start of round number 4. Yvonne Trevino, the 31-year-old from Peoria, Arizona, has an 11-year-old daughter, Delphina. She's a single mom, and she is the IFBA Bantamweight champion.
They told Bridgett Riley in there to move more to her left and throw that left hook. Excellent advice. Now here's Yvonne trying to keep things in the center of the ring, using the jab and the straight left hand a little bit more. Let's see if this does work for her. There it is.
Take a look at the numbers in round 3. Right hand by Riley.
Riley with the edge. And how about this? Of 149 total punches landed by both women, only 10 were jabs. And I believe strategically that benefits Riley. If Trevino was going to be on the outside, if you're a lefty, you need to be winning the battle of the jabs. Otherwise, the action's on the inside. Good straight left by Yvonne Trevino. There's the hook by Riley.
You know what, Al? And this might be premature as Riley counters with the right, but it looks like Trevino is tired.
Maybe a little bit, and she's been hurt. She's been hit with the harder punches. That last combination by Bridgett Riley was excellent. The right, and then she came with the big left hook. She's starting out with the hook. That is exactly what you need to do. And it's helping set up those right hands. There's a straight left by Yvonne. She wants that punch badly in this bout, and it has not landed it as much as she would have liked. Yvonne's doing the right thing, though, by moving to her right now.
Very important when a southpaw is fighting a right-hander. Round number 4 coming to its conclusion. Scheduled for 10, Yvonne Trevino and Bridgett Riley on the deuce.
This goes Friday at 9:30 on ESPN2.
Here's Bridgett Riley getting in the straight right hand and then coming back with the hook. She doesn't throw just one punch at a time. How about the chin of Yvonne Trevino? That's as nice a straight right hand as you're going to land, and she didn't go anywhere.
Round number 5 underway in this scheduled 10-round bout. At stake, the Bantamweight Championship. Let's take a look at the numbers solely from round 4.
Riley with again a big edge. She is really being much more accurate. She's not throwing as many punches in general as Trevino, but she's been accurate on the inside. Yvonne's throwing her left hand very wide. Riley, a very good inside fighter. You see evidence of that there. I just don't know if that's the place for Trevino. Nice move by Yvonne, getting to her right.
Good short left by Trevino.
And when she goes to the body, Yvonne Trevino is effective, and she's having a good go of it as she's got Riley against the corner, against the ropes.
Riley's hurt.
Boy, this is good action. Now let's see if Trevino punched herself out with 48 seconds left to go in this round. She has had her best round by far, keeping Bridgett Riley against the ropes and not getting hit with too much.
Good round for the champion, Yvonne Trevino.
Yvonne, quit pushing up with your shoulder, baby. All right, let's go. Come on.
Riley going downstairs. She's trying to gain some momentum back after Yvonne Trevino had an excellent last minute or so of this round.
There's an elbow from Trevino, and referee Elmo Adolph cautions her about that.
By far, Trevino's best round of the fight.
And this is the midway point of this championship bout. We come to the end of round number 5. 5 more to go.
Even friends can't tell.
Bob Papa and Al Bernstein welcome you back to Biloxi, Mississippi. At stake, the IFBA Bantamweight Championship. Yvonne Trevino defending her title against the #1 ranked contender by the IFBA, Bridgett Baby Doll Riley. So far through the first 5 rounds, this bout has been controlled by Riley, although Trevino had a very good round 5.
She really did, working on the inside, but giving herself just a little more punching room. And Riley didn't move off to her left as much as she did earlier.
Now, hold on one second.
I think Trevino's out there without the mouthpiece.
Forgot to put it in.
Yeah, let's go.
Those are her relatives in the corner. Robert Vasquez and Larry Vasquez are cousins. It's a family affair.
They were intent on giving advice. And I like that. Oh, big hook by Riley. And another one. Now Riley's back to getting the left hand in. And there is my scoring. I've got Bridgett Riley winning by 3 points. I gave the last round to Trevino. When it's on the inside, it is Riley's fight. When it's on the outside, it's Trevino's fight.
Midway point of round number 6.
Both women doing excellent body work. Riley won it the last time they met. It was close, and you see why.
You know, it's interesting because in women's boxing, you see Trevino turned pro in 1993, Riley in 1994. Riley only has 6 pro bouts. Trevino has only 9. There's just not a lot of boxers to go around. You know, if it was men and you said, why have they been so inactive? But with women, there's just not that many fights to be had.
There really aren't, and now is the time when they can be active. Oh, big hook by Riley. Wow. You're right, Bob. It's very difficult for them to get fights, and I think now we're going to see a lot more activity on the part of all these women.
End of round number 6. Both boxers head back to their respective corners. We have ESPN champion, the corner of Yvonne Trevino. The woman fixing her hair is her aunt, Lucinda Trevino Diaz, her manager.
Seconds out.
Both Robert Vasquez and Larry Vasquez in Trevino's corner. Both of them have first-degree black belts in Kung Fu and Karate.
And Larry was a Golden Gloves champion in boxing.
Round number 7 underway.
The bout in the last round or so, again, is being waged more on the inside, and that is what has benefited Riley a little bit. Bridgett Riley could be doing one other thing in this bout that would help her, and that is stepping a little more to her left. You see the footwork, and you can see that Trevino a lot has had her right foot on the outside of the left foot of Bridgett Riley. That's what you want to do as a southpaw, and yet Riley's still been able to land that left hook.
Punch numbers through 6 rounds, and you see Riley with a decisive advantage on percentage and total landed.
Now, and the important thing there, though, also is that Trevino's throwing a lot more. So if the judges are liking that busyness and maybe not being as accurate in what they're looking at in terms of as combo box, then Trevino might be doing better. Good left hand by Trevino on the inside, but it's not, that punch isn't coming straight enough for her. Uppercut by Trevino. Riley has gotten away from throwing the left hook to the body, which sets up the left hook to the head, and she's getting nailed because of that. Boy, they have just battled on the inside. This has been a better round for Yvonne Trevino, even though she spent a lot of it on the inside where she didn't fare well before.
And Riley, maybe not as strong as she was earlier.
Riley is getting too enamored with the straight right, but there's that hook. When she throws that punch, she gets it done.
Come to the end of round 7. 3 more to go to decide the IFBA Bantamweight Championship. We begin round number 8 in the scheduled 10-round Bantamweight Championship. Yvonne Trevino making the first defense of her title against the #1 ranked contender by the IFBA, Bridgett Riley. Take a look at the records there, and these two met before back in 1994 with Riley winning a 6-round decision. We take a look at the numbers in round 7, tight round.
Riley with a little edge. I gave Trevino the round. I thought she won it by a smidge. Boy, you know, Teresa Arnold beat Bridgett Riley twice, once by disqualification, once by knockout. I want to see her. I have never seen her fight. How good could she be?
That's true.
Pretty good, I guess. Now, see from the outside, look how much more effective Trevino is when she keeps it on the outside. Not so there. when she gets inside, Riley can nail her with the short rights and the hooks. And did she hurt Trevino there?
Trevino did backpedal a bit. Midway point of round 8.
Bridgett Riley has underused her hook in the last 3 or 4 rounds. That's been part of the reason Trevino's climbed back in this fight a little bit. Right there, Riley should be stepping to her left and throwing the hook. Well, she's right there, right in though. There's the hook. Yvonne Trevino has a height and reach advantage, but it has not played a big role in this bout because she has decided to wage her fight on the inside. And don't get me wrong, Trevino's a pretty good inside fighter. I just don't think she's as good as Riley in the inside. And this round has shown us evidence of that.
With all the boxers, good shot landed by Riley.
That hurt Yvonne Trevino, I think, and probably won this round for Riley.
There's the bell to end an impressive round number 8 for the challenger, Bridgett Riley. Coming up, busy week of boxing for us, Al. 3 fights in a week.
We are going to be all over the lot, and I'll tell you what, 2 championship matches over the weekend. It should be a lot of fun.
Bridgett Riley not using her left in round 8.
On the inside, though, she was able to get that straight right hand in and hurt Trevino, I thought, with one of those punches at least. And she is a good inside boxer. Riley landed 22 of 33 non-jabs or power punches in that round.
We begin round number 9. Can Bridgett Riley, baby doll Riley, take Yvonne Trevino's Bantamweight championship?
Nice combination and a great hook on the end by Riley.
Take a look at Al's scorecard through the first 8 rounds in his scheduled 10-round affair.
Good hook by Riley. She stunned her with that punch.
Just 30 seconds into round 9.
I have Riley winning by 4 points now. It could be closer than that, certainly. I would think Riley's winning this fight, though.
I agree with you, Al. Trevino with a left hand just bounced off the head of Riley.
And that left was not delivered in a straight fashion. That's why it wasn't effective. But right by Riley on the inside, she will win most of these exchanges, maybe not all. How about what good athletes both these women are? We talked about their athletic background. This is a rough 10-rounder. They've been physical on the inside. They have never stopped punching, and they are showing they're excellent athletes.
Good rights by Riley.
Wow.
Bridgett Riley finding a home for that right hand.
How about how tough Yvonne Trevino is to take those rights? And those are delivered pretty well. They're pretty straight right hands. This fight and the fight between Dora Weber and Guidi shows you what women's boxing can be when the better practitioners are at it and when the matches are even, which they most often are in women's boxing.
Clubbing left from Trevino. And round 9 comes to an end, and another very good round for that lady, Bridgett Riley. Gabrielle Gonzalez and Millie Rodriguez in the corner. Use the jab. Is it too late for that?
Well, I think she should have been doing that all the way through this fight. Bridgett Riley, she can't wait to get going in this 10th round. I think Trevino should have been using the jab and staying outside all the way through this match. They may feel she's ahead, though, and that if she jabs, she can jab her way to a victory.
Here are the numbers through 9 rounds. A decided advantage for Riley.
Big edge for her. Now, of course, Trevino has thrown more punches, and in the last round, Riley landed 12 more. So, with those numbers, it is almost impossible to imagine Trevino winning this fight, but we have seen stranger things. And in the last fight, remember, Dora Weber had a big edge in the numbers and ended up losing, not this big. When Yvonne gives herself a little more punching room, she's so much more effective. I just think strategically an error was made by her fighting so much in the inside with Riley.
That's how she started the bout.
She initiated that. You're right, Bob. It wasn't something Riley even had to make happen.
There have been no knockdowns in the bout, no standing 8.
Big hook by Riley again. Trevino looking a little tired, even though she's punching. She's pushing a lot of her punches. She's been busier, Yvonne Trevino, but just not as effective, I don't think, in terms of what she's landing. Bridgett Riley has never been past 8 rounds, so here she is in the 10th round, and she is doing well for somebody that's never seen this round.
Trevino coming into this round and thrown almost 100 punches more, and Riley had landed almost 100 punches more.
Excellent combinations by Riley, and here comes Trevino.
Trevino trying to keep her crown, Riley trying to take it.
You gotta love this if you like boxing.
What a fight. And the fans here in Biloxi got their money's worth.
And a majority of them are on their feet. Bridgett Riley being carried around the ring. I suspect she has won this decision. I think she has. It was a superb effort by her. I mean, she got inside and worked very, very hard, used the hook, used the lead right hand, and in the last round, even though she'd never been to the 10th round before, was throwing lots of great combinations. So spectacular performance by her, a good performance to be sure by this young lady, Yvonne Trevino. I just don't think it was enough to win the second time out against Bridgett Riley, and I think the look on her face tells you that she's not sure she did either.
You know, the funny thing is, Al, a lot of the women boxers, especially the top ones like a Trevino, talk about wanting to get a shot at Christy Martin. Well, you know what? Suddenly, there's a lot of other good boxers in women's boxing.
That's right. Of course, they're not in the right weight division for that, but you look at these women, and I have to say specifically, you look at a Bridgett Riley, who is young, who is starting out in this sport, and you have to say, this is a young lady with lots of marquee potential in the sport of women boxing. A lot of potential.
There are the total punches in the bout.
You can see that Bridgett Riley with a big effort, and how about that's the number thrown over 2-minute rounds. If they were fighting a 3-minute round, they would have averaged over 100 punches per round. So these ladies really, really gave out a terrific effort.
All right, we are waiting for our ring announcer, Danny Valdivia, for the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a unanimous decision. Judge Paul Siegel scored about 97-93. Judge C.D. Jenkins scores about 97-96. Judge Fred Steinwinder, the third, scores about 97-95. All in favor of the winner and new IFBA Bantamweight Champion of the World, Bridgett Baby Doll Riley.
Well, I don't think you can argue with the judge's decision there. Bridgett Riley, with an outstanding performance, she wins the IFBA Bantamweight Championship against Yvonne Trevino. We'll take it to the ring and hear from the new champion after this timeout on the news.
He was the greatest and
Or something. Hey, Bridgett, congratulations. Great effort. Great performance. I thought you won bigger than the 2 judges had you, but great performance. Great performance. We are here. Well, guess what? I'm telling Bridgett she had a great performance, and she did have a great performance. Bridgett, a terrific effort on your part, and you were able to get on the inside against her, and she actually waged an inside fight with you. Were you a little surprised?
No, because I was really prepared for anything she had. You know, my attitude is whatever she's got, we've got more. And I have a great team. I love my team. I have great support. I want to give all my glory and thanks to Jesus Christ. And we're bringing it home to LA.
Well, Millie and Gabrielle helped you in the corner, and I'll tell you what, pardon? Millie, excuse me, I said Millie, that was wrong. The performance you gave here was good in a lot of respects. First of all, tactically it was right. You were able to get inside against the lefty and throw those left hooks. That was a key weapon.
Yeah, we just worked really hard in the gym, trained with a lot of good southpaws. Thanks, Junior. All my sparring, LA Boxing, you're the best. And I'm so proud to wear the IFBA belt. This is the legitimate sanctioning body. And I thank my promoter, Rick Coolis, Event Entertainment. I'm with good people. It's about time.
Well, you did an excellent job. This was a fight that was not going to be an easy one for you. You knew it, and yet I'm sure you thought of it as a stepping stone, something that could vault you. You're creating some marquee name power for yourself in the sport of boxing.
Well, I hope so. I just want to encourage the people to support women's boxing. You know, I love you. You make me work hard and support it.
How far do you think you can go in this sport, and how far do you think the sport can go?
I think both can go all the way. There are no limits, and it's happening. It's a reality.
All right, congratulations on a great effort.
Thank you so much.
All right, good effort by that young lady. Let's go back to another champion, Bob Papa at ringside.
All right, thank you, Al. Bridgett Riley improves to